Hey everybody, welcome back to Sparks Fire and Baling Wire. Didn't get a whole lot done on the tractor last week other than cleaning, which you don't want to watch about as much as I want to do it. Had a viewer request to see the inside of my job trailer, so I decided to go through that today. Start right here in back, got a couple extension cords, wire pullers, got a rack up above for conduit. Got the spade hanging there. And I got the trailer wired up for shore power. Got a couple lights in there and an outlet on back. The bottom shelf, I got my temporary power box I set up at job sites. That's the cord for it. Got some wire. These back shelves I try and keep dedicated to stuff that's job specific, so I'll load it up for whatever job I'm going to next. Up here I got all kinds of screws and anchor assortments. More screws, some caulk, some WD-40. I have to keep that bungee cord on there, otherwise that thing will come open when it's going down the road. Up these front dividers, got lock nuts, bushings, a bunch of small sorted parts. Got screws, tape, a bunch of ground bars, wire ties, mouse for pulling string through conduit, staples, connectors, wire nuts, breakers, sorted outlets and covers. Just leftover stuff from last job I just leave in here because you need odds and ends once in a while. And a bunch of odds and ends, conduit fittings, more boxes and covers. I got shop vac, dustpan, job site radio, tool pouches. I like these quick connect tool pouches. I use these brackets. I have them on my scissor lifts. I have them on the bucket truck. That way I can just grab my tool pouch and snap it on wherever I'm working. Torpedo levels, nut drivers, 200-foot fish tape, a couple 100-foot fish tapes, my tool belt and suspenders, a 2-foot level up there, bunch of step ladders. I got my job box, got band saws, hammer drill, sorted small tools, a bunch of sockets and wrenches. I don't need them a whole lot, but when you need them, you need them. Got fish sticks up above there, flat bar, small carpenter square. Got the other tool belt and tool pouches for the hired man. An old framing square and a handsaw up there. Again, very seldom use them, but when you need them, you need them. And I got conduit benders mounted overhead, so they stay out of the way. This side's usually reserved for loading up whatever materials I need for the next job. Right now I have these wire carts here. They're just a couple of 2-wheel carts from Harbor Freight that I welded these brackets on. That way I can carry 1,000-foot rolls of wire. Just roll them around wherever I need them and feed off real nice. Works pretty good. I got a small roll around folding cart. It's got 3 shelves on it. Folds up to almost nothing. Small folding table. Those are my trash buckets. Keep one dedicated for scrap iron and one for scrap copper. Also got this E-track mounted on the wall in a few spots. It holds the job box in place. Got some back here. I got 2 pieces along this wall. 8-foot ladder up above. Side door there I very seldom open unless it's snowing or raining or something and I don't want the big door opening back. Here I've got my Milwaukee pack out stuff that I just roll the whole thing into a job site. It's got all the tools I use every day in it. The bottom one I got my right angle cordless drill. One of the best things I ever bought. Works great for drilling holes through studs. Joist. Got all the bits in there. That's the bottom one. That's mounted permanently to the wheels. Next one's got my impacts, all the bits. These cases are all waterproof too. This one I have my laser and my cable stapler. These are about the only DeWalt tools I have. Really like these lasers. They'll shoot a laser out in 3 different directions. And they're supposed to be accurate to within 1/8 of an inch at 300 foot or something crazy like that. Way more than I ever need. This one I got my drills, some more bits in. This one's got battery chargers, all the batteries. Nice thing about these is they all interlock together. You just snap on. To pull it, you just lift up on that, pull it back. Then you just wheel it around wherever you need to go. Pretty slick setup. Well, that's the tour of the trailer. I don't remember who even asked me to do a video of it anymore. It's been quite a while. I figured now would be a good time to do it because it's very seldom I got the trailer back here at the shop, and it's even more seldom that it's this clean. Usually I have to crawl over stuff to get what I need out of here. Moving on to the bucket truck. Cab's quite filthy. Hasn't been cleaned probably since I owned it. At least not thoroughly. Got gloves and a meter in the door. This box up here I have a socket set, another laser, knockout set, hole saw set, corded hammer drill, which I hardly ever use. I don't know why it's even in here. And down here I have a bunch of screws and anchors. It's pretty much all that's in this compartment. Keep my PVC glue down here. In the summer anyway. In the winter I keep it in the cab so it don't freeze. This one I got different nuts and bolts, fuses, a bunch of different plastic boxes, outlets, covers, switches. This assortment of stuff that I might need on a job. Here I got a bunch of metal boxes and covers. This one's all my cordless tools. I got drill bits and stuff up above. I got drills, impacts, hammer drill. You got fish tape, recip saw, bandsaw, extension cord. Another one of these right angle drills. A bunch more bits, some extra batteries. Up above I got an 8-foot step ladder. Back here is a couple conduit carriers. I always carry, get low. Always carry some 1/2 and 3/4 with me all the time. You never know what you might need. Extension ladder. This is my garbage bucket, which surprisingly nothing ever blows out of there. I don't know why, but everything stays in there. Here I got another tool pouch on another one of them brackets. And I've got one up here on the bucket. So when I got to do aerial work. 300-foot fish tape, caulk, tape measures, tin snips, a bunch of assorted stuff. Couple lights. This is a bunch more hole saws. Little whisk broom and dustpan. Set of nut drivers. Here I got half, 3/4, and 1-inch conduit fittings. Couplers, connectors, straps, all kinds of different stuff. Wire nuts. Duct tape, WD-40, wasp spray. This one's all assorted breakers. Got at least a couple of every kind of breaker I can think of. Got capacitors and contactors for grain bin work. Here I keep a couple pipe wrenches under the seat. Job site radio. Some more glue and batteries. I keep all the batteries in here in the winter time too, which they can get moved to the back now. But anybody that uses the lithium-ion batteries, they don't work in the cold. You can't charge them in the cold. Behind the seat I got a cordless shop vac, first aid kit, roadside flare kit, keep the DOT happy, thermal imaging camera, hard hat, some more gloves, got my inspection camera back there. Run the boom, you have to engage the parking brake, and then turn the PTO on, which is that button there. And when the PTO engages, it'll automatically jump up to almost 1,000 RPM. Give it the pressure it needs to operate. I'll come back here and put the outriggers down. Then you change the switch to the upper controls. Here I got the controls for the boom. This is multi-function. You can raise, lower the boom, extend, rotate. And push this knob to turn the engine off, emergency stop. This one rotates the bucket. This one will tip the bucket for leveling it. Got hydraulic outlets here, so if you run hydraulic tools. And these are all the controls for the winch. I don't know how much the wind's affecting out here, but here's a view from 46 feet in the air. bird's eye view of the shop. Looks like the geese hatched out. I see 5 little baby geese out there on the pond now. And in back I got a bucket with all my insulators and wedge clamps. Big plastic tote full of wire. All my overhead crimps, crimper, rubber tape, photo cells, anything I do that's aerial work, I keep up in this box. Well, there's the nickel tour of the trailer and truck. Didn't get much done on the tractor last week, so I don't have a video out on it. All I've been doing is cleaning and work on a few odds and ends parts. Just a lot of brushing, blasting, scrubbing, pretty boring stuff. Hopefully I'll get something out on the tractor this week. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the trailer. Don't forget to check out Zane at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, James at Third Coast OBS, Cody at Y-Doc Productions. They're all really great channels, got a lot of great content. They're all really growing well. Pretty proud of those guys. Hope they keep it up. Hope I can keep it up. See you later.